I'm filled with rage. I am filled with concern. I see our cities as ticking time bombs at this point.
Minneapolis, Columbus, Denver, New York City.
Don't shoot! Hands up! Don't shoot!
For the last 24 hours, protesters mobilized across the country, expressing outrage after George Floyd died, handcuffed, as a police officer kneeled on his neck. In Minneapolis, a police precinct went up in flames. Businesses burned to the ground. Overnight, President Donald Trump warned, when the looting starts, the shooting starts. Public advocate Jumaane Williams says while he strongly believes in nonviolence,
I can't say that there should be peace and peacefulness, because we've been saying no justice, no peace for a very long time.
But the United States also has a deep history of riots and looting as expressions of political and social defiance, especially in communities of color.
The outrage and uprising that we're seeing in Minneapolis is something that we've seen now for almost 100 years in response to police violence.
Nicole Hannah-Jones spearheaded the 1619 Project for the New York Times, examining the legacy of slavery in the United States. She believes what's fueling the current unrest.
There's just a great sense of hopelessness right now.
Being black in America, it drips and drips and drips, and it gets into a bucket. And that bucket will sometimes overflow.
The last thing Reverend Kaji Dosha wants to see is looting or riots. But she understands that for so many, watching video of a man die in police custody.
I can hear my brothers crying, I can't breathe.
Is a vivid reminder of past cases that still feel raw.
The fact that we already have a chant ready that was written for New York City for Eric Garner that works for George Floyd already just shows, 4 years later, that nothing has changed.
In Foley Square, Ayana Harry, Pix 11 News.